So welcome everyone to this video. Today I have just asked one question. I am just planning to do a YouTube video related to trading. A small suggestion on topic. I just almost got 27 suggestions. Yes, thank you. First of all, thank you everyone for your suggestions. So now there are different topics which many traders have asked. So in this video, I might not cover all the topic which you have asked, but I will try to cover minimum 2 to 3 topics which has been regularly asked by the trader. So first of all, let's come into this OI analysis, or I can say a simple term, an option chain analysis. This is again just an basic approach of what need to be looked in a simple option chain chart. This is a Bank Nifty's option chain chart. Important here is I personally, just because I'm seeing an option chain, I blindly don't purely believe on option chain and take entries or take trade. This is option chain for me is just an additional information. If let's assume if I am bullish on Bank Nifty and option chain is also bullish, so it's an additional confirmation for me. So first of all, those who are very new to option chain, let me introduce few terminologies here which is required, much need to be seen in a simple option chain. You could see this is an option, sorry, these are option strike prices in which the color which is in light yellowish color, this is in the money strike prices. These are all of the in the money and at the money strike prices. This is in the white, right? This is slight and deep out of the money strike prices. So important here is few. I will not waste much time. I will go straight forward. What is required, what need to be looked more. So there is two term here. One is change in OI. This one term here is change in OI. This is on the left side, you could see on the call, this is call side, and on your right, this is put side. Okay, both will have change in OI. So first of all, what is mean by change in OI? Change in OI means on a trading session, what is the new open interest which is getting a build up, which is getting a develop, which will come under category of change in OI. So here you could see there is one more column called OI. This is the open interest. This is the total net open interest which is there in individual strike prices. It will appear for both call and put option. So important here, what need to be looked on a basic terminology. Let's assume you are just very new or looking at the chart and you are not having a clarity. Let's assume market is sideways or market is trending. Let's take an example first on a market which is sideways. So sideways market will be in a very balanced mode. There might be not a better clarity for you on the perspective of direction, either upside or downside direction will not be very clear here. So now I will use open interest if my option chain to understand whether option chain is showing any clear direction. Here, how to look at it? Very simple. What I personally do, this is again the simplest concept. What I personally do is I will make sure to just compare open interest with change in open interest, both call and put. I will just compare open interest with change in open interest. Okay, that is very simple. How need to be compared here is, look at first we need to look at in the money strike prices. First we need to focus in the money strike prices to understand whether any major build up getting developed on any in the money strike prices, in the money which is on the yellowish portion of the option chain. So if you look at this is put option open interest, here what is this 38,000 is the OI, in which this is the total net OI. Here look at this, one interesting thing which we are seeing, we are looking at here is on the call or put option, deep in the money put option, the change in OI, you could see that is all negative numbers. The numbers are in minus. What is mean by the number change in Y in minus? That means the traders are cutting out their position or squaring off their positions. Generally try to understand option chain, all this open interest which you could see here, this is more on towards option sellers building their positions, which is both on the call and put. Option sellers building their positions. So here, option seller, what they are doing here is they are just covering their put option in the money put option. Those they the option sellers who have shorted, because for the past 2 days market is falling, so the traders who have shorted the put option, they are facing losses. So now what they are doing, all this is showing in minus, so that means they are covering their old put option short side trade. So this is telling us that they are not bullish now. They are not, the option chain trader are not bullish. That is the only reason they are squaring off their put option which they have shorted. Why? Because if a trader is shorting a put option, that means he or she is bullish. They are expecting market to move up, the put option premium to drop. That is where the put option will be shorted. Same applies on the call option. If if the trader is expecting market to fall, so the option sellers will short more call option. Here they are just covering their position. That is why we could see minus. But look at on the opposite call option in the money, what is the development? None of the the option call option changing y is in minus. So somewhere they are just building their position or they are taking fresh position. So now interesting here is, look at very closely. This is total net open interest, in which on Tuesday's trading session, 12,441 was a new call option writing has taken place in with a total of 12,737. This is almost 98 percentage of fresh entry which is done by the option seller. I am speaking on in the money call option, because on put option they have just clearly unwinded their position. On a terminology technical term, unwinded their position. That is why we could see negative numbers here, because this put option buyers, put option sellers, after 2 days of continuous fall, they are not comfortable that the market might reverse in a same phase, so they are facing a loss, so they are covering off their positions here. But on the call option writing, this is net y, in which 12,441 is a new open interest coming into the market from the sellers. So almost 98%. Compare open interest with change in open interest. You see what is the percentage we are getting? 98, almost 97, 98 on a rough number. Same, look at this on the different strike price. This is 34,400 at the money. This is slight more at the money, and 34 to anything beyond 34, 200 and 100 is the in the money strike prices. Here look at this, on 34, 300 call option, 3970 is the net OI, in which 3811 got built up, new business came in option selling. Almost here also 90-98%, and same here 90-98%. Look at this 2800, in which 2614 was a new. So again this is 95 to 98% build up. Same applies here, 897, 810, 400, 3600, almost more than 90 to 95 percentage, which is changing OI. That is new call writers are trying to participate. Very clear. Even deep in the money, why deep in the money call writing is getting developed? Because this writers are expecting market to fall, because if a deep in the money option strike price writing is getting developed, that is where the premiums will be high, so the option seller can get maximum premium. Just because there is writing, I'm not trying to tell you that the call writers are more than the as per the option chain, because 90-95% fresh buildup is getting developed on the sales side. Important also, parallelly the put writers are not comfortable to hold their position, they are squaring off their positions. Put writers are squaring off, that means they are not comfortable to write more put. When they write more put, when they are expecting market to be bullish, then only they write more put options. But here as they are squaring off, they are not more comfortable on their bullish view. Parallelly, there is some build up on the call option also. Now, what information as of now we are getting just by looking at simple change in OI and OI comparison in the money strike prices? Put option traders are going out, call option there is some writers are trying to come in. Okay, this is common. The number 3000, 4000, 10 and 12,000, this is not a big number. But interesting, the right unwinding, the put option writers who are going out of the market, going out of the system on all the strike prices, making us that this put writers are, as of now, there are no bullish sign in the market. Their view of bullishness is no more left over. Now compare how much percentage they have went out. There is 38,000 here minus 5,400. So net to net is 38. That means it was already somewhere around 43,500 minus 5,400 or 410. We are getting this number. On a rough number, I am rounding off 43,500 here. 9,336. But initially it was 9,336 plus this number 2800, so somewhere around 12,000 was the number, but in from the 12,000 OI almost 2,869 out came out. That is where the net OI is 9,363. Same applies on all strike prices. Almost here, look at this, on 7,000 is the net OI, 4,300 came out. If this is negative number, if it was in 1 or 2 strike prices, that is fine enough. But look at all the deep in them. Almost next 8 to 10 strike prices, all are unwinding their positions. All are unwinding their put writers are unwinding. So now important here you need to understand, just because this unwinding is getting developed, I'm just telling you bullish or bearish case. Just this unwinding is getting developed. So this is not a bullish sign. It is a kind of a bearish or a downward market moving sign only. Interesting and important part now comes. That is, as I am looking this open interest minus, same as I am looking, lakhs and crores of retailers will also look at this same minus value here. So they will be more comfortable to take a bearish trade. Important here, after 2 days market fall, this minus showing us is more bearish. This is what the same retail crowd will also see. For me, I will be more comfortable as per my trade plan. If I am getting any bearish trade, I have already seen this data of minus number. What I will do is, as the more retail crowd will pump into the market on the tomorrow's trading session, looking at this unwinding, they will just start shorting the market, expecting market to fall because put traders are unwinding. What I have a separate trade plan, one trade plan I will share, that is, if initially tomorrow, if initially the fall comes, I might short the market but not in a bigger quantity. When I will be more comfortable is once this short, if the price moves down, one round of up move to trap all this option chain, looking at option chain and shorting the market, those traders, if a one round of up move comes, all this trader will get trapped and then a down move. This is the best location where I will be more comfortable to plan my short side trade. Why? And I will tell you why. Because this data is now open to every single retail traders. Like us, crores of retail traders would have seen this negative number. Not only 1, 2 strike prices on the put option, almost 10 strike prices. So they will be only biased to short the market, because for the past 2 days market is falling. They will be more biased to only short the market for a best risk reward. I will parallelly look for a small round of up move. If the market opened and falling down, a small round of up move to trigger all their stop losses, and then if the rejection comes, this location of placing my stop loss will be saved now. Maximum, this is again a probability. It might be saved because already retailers selling crowd looking at this option chain or looking at this 2 days market fall will get trapped, and then I will be more comfortable to go big quantities short side trade if I get a trap and a rejection. This is a contradictory trade plan or a completely opposite trade plan to the market, waiting for a trap and then a trade. Why? Because retail crowd, once they start participating in big numbers, retailers can't move the market. They will just disturb the trending move. They are there to disturb the trending move. So to avoid getting that disturbance, big players will trap retail traders, and in this point of stop loss, they might, the big players, if they have moved to trap the retail traders, they will fill more quantities. If the stop loss is getting triggered for a retail traders, on the opposite side, big players will fill quantities either by placing limit orders or iceberg orders. There are different order type. Simplest order is a limit order, which is every retail traders know. They will just fill the order and then they will pump the market down. This is one contradictory trade plan for a safer trade bet, for a safer one of probability safer stop loss location. This is simplest way of looking at the option chain. This is just a one simple process of comparing OI and change in OI and understanding what is happening on the side of direction. Again, I'm repeating the same. Just because I'm seeing option chain, I just blindly don't never ever go and take any single trade, even one lot or two lot or 10, whatever may be the lot. I will never try. I have not tried it and I will never try. For me, there is an additional confirmation. I will read candlesticks. I will try to understand what is happening on the candlesticks also. So this comes to the option chain simplest explanation. Okay, this is many queries are there, so I will do further more videos to explain on more in depth on option chain in near future or understanding open interest in near future. Okay, so now when it comes to one more query which I got here is breakout. Many traders have an issue on a breakout point, that is just a minute. Let me open it. Bank Nifty chart breakout. So now, if the traders, this is one guy has even made a big query. Okay, I'm facing issue when to buy after the breakout. Ashwani sir has asked. Okay, now important here is there are many ways to trade the breakout. Like let me tell you a few things. This is a let's assume this market is sideways here. The market is breaking up and then a pullback and then up move. Few traders take a trade here. Few just price is going sideways. Once the breakout comes, they just enter the market. But this has a chance of getting a failure breakout. This has less chance because pullback and then up move is coming, lesser chance. Now I will tell you one of the simplest way to look at how to avoid failed breakout. That is very simplest way. That means let's say this Bank Nifty daily time frame. Many were looking at this breakout point. Let me mark it down and show you this 36,000 level of breakout point. Many traders were just closely looking at this breakout point of 36,000. And even when the breakout came up, because 1, 2, 3, few traders call this as a triple bottom, triple top. I personally am not a big fan of looking at triple bottom, triple top and all, but I am telling you, this is what retail traders will look. Understand in the perspective of retail traders here, triple top, or they will wait for this 36,000. A psychological number 36,000 breakout comes, will go and buy. Very important, look at closely here. How to avoid getting rid of a small fake breakout. Here the 36,000 breakout happen on this candle. Just once the breakout gets developed, let the candle minimum close above the breakout point. Okay, let the candle minimum close above the breakout point, and very important, once if the candle close above the breakout point, just mark down the eye of this breakout candle. Okay, and let price minimum after next day market opening, let price spend minimum 20 to 30 minutes above that breakout point, and then if the price is not reversing back and once it start moving up, then I will be more comfortable to plan a trade. This will make me to lesser the chance of getting trapped in the failed breakout. But here what happened, this candle made a breakout, but this candle not even closed above. The close is somewhere here, look at this, exactly at that point, but not even the close is above the breakout point. But most traders were just pumping and telling that market is making a breakout, bank nifty is making a breakout. What happened about this breakout traders or this triple top traders breaking out? Market just reversed back almost 1500 points in a flash. This is one of the simplest way to look at breakout. Avoid getting trapped from a failed breakout. One more possible way, let's say market is sideways, this is a breakout point, up and downward. Price is making a breakout, let the breakout come and a pullback near to this breakout level or at the breakout level, and once it reverses back, this will be a comfortable location to plan a bullish based trade by placing stop loss below this few points buffer, placing a stop loss, and expect as per your risk appetite or minimum 1 is to 2 or 1 is to 3 risk reward, or focus on any other reference level which is available at the higher level after your trade entry. This is one more way of looking at breakout, and this is the second way of looking at breakout. Let the candle close and let the day I mark it down the day I, let price spend minimum 25 to 30 minutes on the next trading session on this type which I am feeling right now. Okay, now moving on, I will take this. I think this video is already slight longer. I will take one more quickly, one more possible. Yes, Balaji sir has asked trading psychology, very important topic, trading psychology. And I will also include one more thing, risk management. My user has asked about risk management. So important here is risk management. So on a single trade, one trade or one trading session, whatever it may be, let's assume on a perspective, let's speak, it can be intraday, because if I speak about one trading session, it is intraday. If I'm speaking about swing or positional, it is one trade. Okay, it is one trade. Whatever is your trading capital, as simple as risk management which I am trying to follow as maximum as possible. Your trading capital, let's assume you have a 10 lakh of trading capital, it can be any capital. For an easy calculation I'm telling, on a perspective of risk management, just make sure to risk 1 to 2%, not anything beyond 2%. Never ever, if you have capital of 10 lakh or whatever may be your capital, never ever risk more than 2% of your trading capital. If you are an intraday trader on a single trading session, if you are a positional or swing trader on a single trade, best and better, what I will tell you, make it 1.5%. Don't risk more than 1.5% on. If you're intraday trader on a single trading session, if you're a swing or positional trader on a single trade, don't risk more than 1.5%. That means if you have 10 lakh capital, don't, make sure to avoid risking 15 more, not more than 15,000, maximum 20,000, that is 2%. Don't go beyond this. If you are wrong, accept it. Nothing to be, no regret, no feeling, no pressure. Don't panic yourself, because risk is in your control. You have just risk only 1 to 2% of the trading capital. Wait, you are wrong in your analysis, accept it, accept the loss, go back after market and understand what is the mistake which you have done it, and learn from the mistake and never do it again, and start trading fresh on the next trading session or whenever your next trade comes as per your trade plan or as per your trade setup. Important here is, don't create a fear in you, because when the fear gets developed, when you are from your capital, if you are losing 5%, 10%, 20% on anything greater than 20%, if you are losing anything greater than 10, 15, 5, 20% of your capital on a single trade, then that is where the fear gets developed. Once the fear gets developed in the mind, it's very difficult to be a profitable trader. This is number one rule. Fear has to be completely thrown out of your mind. How to throw out of the mind? Only way is risk management. Risk management will develop confidence in your mind. It will develop confident conviction to take care. And one more thing, very important, most traders, what they do, they have an addiction to trade every day in the market. Every day I should trade because price is moving up, I should trade because price is moving down, he or she should trade. There is no such rule. If your trade plan is favoring, if your trade setup is favoring, then take a trade, then plan a trade with proper risk management, RM, risk management. If market is not providing opportunity, relax. Wait till the market provides opportunity to you. No opportunity, no trade. Just relax. You have saved your capital. Stay relaxed, stay calm, let the trade setup come. There is no such rule. You should trade every day in the market. You need to understand it. Very important. Okay. So this is just the first video which I am trying to do. There are many more queries. I have noted down all the queries. I will do one by one. On upcoming videos, I will try to address all your suggestions, but give me some time. This is just 2 or 3 suggestions I have taken, which have came commonly in this comment. Okay. So thank you so much. Let's meet on the upcoming videos, and parallelly in Telegram I am providing live market updates and some of my live trade. Make sure to stay connected in the Telegram and Twitter. Thank you so much.